there, my name is Kristen Richmond. I am the Volunteer Engagement Manager with 365 Health. First, I want to say thank you for volunteering at your local community health fair, especially for the first aid volunteer position. This is a crucial and required position at every health fair. Ultimately, our greatest wish is that you won't be needed during the hours of the health fair, but it's so important that you are there on the off chance that we do need a first aid person. So your station will be set up already near the lab area of the health fair. Ultimately, anyone could potentially use first aid, but we're really focused on those participants that are getting a blood draw. Every once in a while, they get lightheaded, or they may faint, or have some other kind of medical emergency that requires the attention of the first aid volunteer. So first and foremost, it's crucial that while you are at the health fair and while the health fair is taking place, you are not to leave your first aid station. If for some reason you do need to leave and there's not another first aid person there helping you, then you need to get the attention of the medical coordinator or the lab supervisor in order to have someone replace you while you're going to the bathroom or getting some food or whatever it is. We need to make sure that someone is there in your place who is CPR certified while you are away. It is crucial that this station never remain vacant. So when you get to your station, there will be a few things. You'll have a protocol. I would like you to simply review it. So it is a requirement of your station that you do have current CPR and first aid certifications. There is a resource on the end of the protocol with first aid steps and especially CPR for children and babies. So definitely familiarize yourself with this process. Hopefully it's just a refresher for you and not you learning the information for the first time. Then there is also within this protocol a incident report sheet. So if for some reason the participant that you are overseeing, it's decided between you and other medical professionals at the fair, most likely you and the medical coordinator, if it's decided that the participant you're looking over does need to leave the premises or something happens, we do need an incident report to be filled out, and this will be given to the lab supervisor and no copies of that form will be made. That's very important. So at your station, it won't look exactly like it looks in this video. I simply recreated it. In the actual environment of the health fair, you are going to have a semi-private area. Hopefully it's sectioned off by some kind of medical screen or curtain, or some teams get creative, but ultimately you should have a slight private space and still be near enough to the lab area that you can see and see everything that's going on. You will also have a cot or some kind of lounge chair that can be sat up or laid back. It's not always just for a participant experiencing a medical emergency. Sometimes participants give blood better lying down. So your area can be used for that as well. But ultimately it's in a private area. We have a space for them to lie down. That way if something does happen, they have a little bit of privacy and we don't have a bunch of looky-loos watching them as they're experiencing something uncomfortable. At your station, you will have a bag that's marked first aid. There is a drape in here, so you can drape it over the chair or the cot that you have. There's a stethoscope in here, but you are more than welcome to bring your own. And then there are other first aid items in here like gauze, wrap, tape, gloves, hand sanitizer, pretty much everything you need for a basic first aid kit. So ultimately it is your responsibility that if anything happens, that you are taking the necessary steps to ensure the health and safety of the participant that you're working with. You will also have a medical tally sheet, so just circle first aid as your screening station. If it's not already done so, write the health fair name at the top and date of the fair. And then you're just going to keep a tally of how many people are utilizing the first aid station. This is very rare, but ultimately if you do have to call 911 for a participant, or get them treated at an urgent care or somewhere where they're leaving the premises to seek additional medical support, we are going to mark them as further evaluation. Further evaluation can also be marked if, you know, they're just not, you're seeing something that concerns you and you want to send them to the medical education and referral. Maybe their blood pressure is still too high, whatever it is, and you want them to talk to another person at the fair, you will still mark further evaluation. And then this will be turned in to the medical coordinator or 365 health staff member at the end of the fair. That is it, and I hope that you're never needed at the health fair, but thank you for volunteering anyway.